Life sometimes presents us with a moment when everything seems like poison: failure, regret, bills, responsibilities, pressure, and the very thoughts that bury a person where they stand. But there are some people who choose this moment, a turning point that changes their world forever. Today's story, this script, is about a mindset that doesn't just create wealth, but awakens a person from within, making them the kind of person who is master of their own future. Why? Because mindset is the thing that either builds your life or destroys it like a slow poison. It's the wake-up call that life gives everyone. But not everyone listens. The most dangerous thing in life isn't failure. The real dangerous thing is the mindset that stops a person after failure. People often think money makes them rich, but the truth is, mindset makes money. Mindset is the filter through which a person views the world, makes every decision, assesses every risk, and perceives every opportunity. A poor mindset is an invisible chain. It keeps a person confined, scaring them so much that they never take risks, never choose growth. This mindset always says that your life is not in your control, it's in the system's control. It's in the people's control. It's in the economy's control. But the wealth mindset, it gives you the same message. Everything you want is on the other side of becoming a different version of yourself. A person remains trapped in a rut until they realize they're trapped. It all starts with habit. Wake up in the morning, check your phone, scroll through social media, complain, go to the office, come back, check your bills, get depressed again. And then the same cycle begins the next day. This pattern is comfortable, predictable, and familiar. But one thing is always missing: growth. People with a wealth mindset break this cycle. They realize that if there's no growth in a routine, it's a trap. The day a person understands this is the first day when he comes out of the wealth mindset and enters the wealth mindset. Wealth mindset teaches a person that lack of resources is not the problem. What is lacking is thinking. People with poor mindset always complain there is no money, the job is weak, there are no opportunities, there is no time, and all this may be true. But the problem is not the excuses. The problem is the belief system. A person with wealth mindset in this situation asks only one question: how can I get out of here? And just this one question changes the entire direction of the person. People with poor mindset focus on problems. People with wealth mindset focus on solutions. Because of this, on one hand, poverty keeps repeating itself all over the world. And on the other hand, a few people capture all the power and wealth. The difference between these two mindsets is not just about thinking, it is also about emotional training. People with poor mindset take fear-driven decisions. They fear that if they invest, they will lose their money. If they take a risk, they will incur a loss. What will happen if people criticize them if they start a business? They fear loss so much that they lose everything anyway. People with wealth mindset learn to deal with fear. They know that fear will always be there, but fear does not guide. Logic makes the decision. Vision makes it. Purpose makes it. This is the mindset that makes a person dangerous in a good way, because when a person is free from fear, they can become the true version of their potential. Poor mindset says, I work, this is my life. Wealth mindset says, a job is a stepping stone. My future will be built by my assets. Poor mindset says, I can't afford it. Wealth mindset, keta high. What can I do to afford it? Poor mindset says, I don't know. Wealth mindset says, knowledge is a skill and skill comes with practice. If a person makes this simple switch from problem-focused thinking to opportunity-focused thinking, their world is completely turned upside down. This isn't motivational dialogue. It's a real neurological fact. Whatever the mind focuses on, its signals are amplified. A poor mindset amplifies problem signals. A wealth mindset amplifies opportunity signals. This is why one person sees risk everywhere, and another sees potential everywhere. This difference begins in childhood. In poor families, money is only taught as stress. Money is hard to come by. Money will run out. Save money, don't spend it. In wealthy families, kids hear and understand a different language. Money is made to grow. Assets are important. Avoid liabilities. Time is the most valuable currency. When the starting point is different, how can the destination be the same? But it's not just a matter of background changing. Mindset can also be a choice. Every person comes to a moment where they decide, am I a product of my environment, or am I the architect of my future? People with a wealth mindset understand one more thing that people with a poor mindset: misinformation is the most powerful asset. They know that a person who invests in learning increases their value, increases their earning potential. People with a poor mindset consider learning an expense. People with a wealth mindset consider learning an investment. This is the reason why billionaires invest money every year on books, mentors, programs, and research, because they know that skills are the only thing that never depreciate. Poor people buy gadgets. Rich people buy knowledge. The most dangerous part of this mindset is that it blinds people to their potential. Every day, people see the world through a narrow lens, filled with only bills, stress, and survival. But a wealth mindset gives people a wide lens, a lens that sees into the future, into possibilities. People with poor mindsets also dream, but their dreams remain just dreams because their belief system rejects them. People with a wealth mindset don't just dream, they plan, execute, fail, and try again. This difference creates the biggest wealth gap. People with a wealth mindset follow another powerful principle. You get what you tolerate. If you tolerate low standards in your life, weak habits, a negative environment, unnecessary distractions, your life will be of equally low quality. But when you set higher standards, adopt discipline, build healthy financial habits, increase your value, your life naturally produces high-level results. Life is never random. Life is a direct reflection of your standards, decisions, and beliefs. A poor mindset makes a person a victim. I have no control. I have no options. But a wealth mindset gives a person only one direction: take responsibility. When a person stops blaming, stops making excuses, and embraces responsibility, from that moment, the gear of his life shifts. A poor mindset creates excuses. A wealth mindset creates solutions. This part ends with a wake-up call. If you don't adopt a wealthy mindset, the world's systems will continue to push you into a wealthy mindset on autopilot. And if you do adopt a wealthy mindset, your growth will be unstoppable. Now it's time to decide, which side do you stand on. Everything in life changes the moment you realize that no one is coming to save you. This realization comes in every person's life, but very few people take this wake-up call seriously. Today, we enter that second phase, the phase where a poverty mindset is not just a habit, it becomes a disease. And a wealth mindset is not just a choice, it becomes survival. This journey is emotional, painful, but also powerful, because when a person understands the truth, their entire past is no longer their enemy, it becomes their teacher. Part 2 begins from here, with the stories of those who turn the darkest moments of their lives into stepping stones. From the stories of those who understand this, the wealth mindset is not just a game of money. It is a game of identity. The biggest trap in life is that a person feels that there is plenty of time. I will start tomorrow. I will change from next month. Let another year pass. Then we will see. And this tomorrow becomes a grave in which all the dreams of the person are buried. Wealth mindset does not tolerate this behavior. It forces the person to realize that every minute, every hour, every day is either building your life or destroying it. There is no zone in between. Poor mindset keeps delaying its actions. Wealth mindset does not allow its decisions to be delayed. That is why one person struggles till he retires, and the other person gets freedom at the age of 30. The most powerful quality of a wealth mindset is long-term thinking. It gives a person a lens through which they see the current struggle as an opportunity. People with a poor mindset only see the present pain, hence they avoid any tough decision. But people with a wealth mindset see the future reward, hence they tolerate pain, make sacrifices, follow discipline. These are the people who make their today a little uncomfortable, so that the future is comfortable. People with a poor mindset pray for the comfort of the future, but do not put an effort in the present. And this is the biggest separating point between the two mindsets. The day a person understands the value of his time, from that day his decisions start changing. People with poor mindsets spend their time as if there is infinite balance. They binge watch, overscroll, gossip, waste hours on nothing. People with wealth mindset consider time as currency, a currency which no one has unlimited. That is why they invest time, in skills, in building, in growth, in silence, in clarity. Because of this time investment, their income curve is exponential. Time consumption of poor mindset is linear, waste, waste, waste. Time usage of wealth mindset is compounding, learn, apply, grow, repeat. The biggest secret of a wealth mindset is that it protects its energy. People with a poor mindset react to every little thing. What will people think? What will people say? Who gossiped? Who did not support? These petty distractions eat up their lifespan with. People with a wealth mindset ignore distractions. They know that energy is a limited resource. Life goes where the focus goes. That's why wealthy thinkers distance themselves from unnecessary people, negative environments, and toxic habits. These people manually upgrade their brain settings. In a poor mindset, a person leaves their settings at default. In a wealth mindset, a person constantly optimizes their settings. There is another big difference. Poor mindset leads to emotional spending. Stress leads to spending. Problems lead to impulsive buying. And happiness leads to unnecessary shopping. This behavior pushes a person into financial slavery. Wealth mindset people align spending with logic. Their rule is simple: spend on what grows you, not on what controls you. They invest in courses, books, networking, tools, systems, experiences, and assets. Poor mindset people accumulate liabilities, gadgets, luxuries, show off, dopamine hits. Wealth mindset people accumulate assets, knowledge, skills, ownership, control. There comes a stage in life when a person realizes that financial freedom has less to do with money and more to do with self-control. People with a poor mindset are slaves to their feelings. People with a wealth mindset are slaves to their principles. This difference becomes clear from a simple conversation. A poor mindset asks, "How do I look rich?" while a wealth mindset asks, "How do I become rich?" One wants appearance, the other wants power. That is why people with a poor mindset choose short-term dopamine, while those with a wealth mindset choose long-term dominance. If you want to adopt a wealthy mindset, you'll have to accept one thing: discomfort. Discomfort is necessary for growth. People with poor mindsets shy away from it. Wealth mindsets see discomfort as a sign that they're on the right path. When a person breaks old habits, late-night scrolling, useless routines, unhealthy friendships, negative self-talk, their brain creates resistance. A wealth mindset grows in this resistance. People with poor mindsets quit in this resistance. Success is not just a game of talent. It is a game of consistency. A poor mindset puts in effort when there is motivation. A wealth mindset puts in effort when there is zero motivation. That is why wealthy people become long-term winners, because their life runs on discipline, not willpower. Discipline is the bridge that takes a person from point A to point Z. A poor mindset thinks that discipline is boring. A wealth mindset understands that discipline gives freedom. There's another shocking truth about the wealth mindset. It forces a person to upgrade their circle. People with poor mindsets surround themselves with people who support their comfort zone. But people with wealth mindsets seek out those who challenge, push, and teach them. They build networks, mentors, and communities where thinking is high, because a person becomes what their environment is. When your environment is average, your life is average. A wealth mindset redesigns the environment. Ultimately, the biggest difference is accountability. A poor mindset blames others' parents, country, economy, circumstances. A wealth mindset takes responsibility. They say, "If my life doesn't change, it's my fault." This line hurts a weak person but empowers a strong person. Responsibility is the switch that transforms a person's identity from poor to wealthy. When you accept that your life is the outcome of your decisions, your subconscious mind changes. Your brain starts looking for solutions. Your behavior aligns. Your speed multiplies. Your identity upgrades. This is the point where a person becomes wealthy from within, even before the money arrives. The most powerful truth: wealth begins inside before it ever shows outside. People with a poor mindset chase outcomes. People with a wealth mindset build identity, and habits. Outcomes automatically follow. This is why, even if people with a poor mindset win the lottery, they end up bankrupt within a year. Even if people with a wealth mindset lose money, they earn double again, because money is the result of a behavior, not a miracle. Finally, a wake-up line. Your life can be completely transformed by a single decision: the mindset you choose. Do you want to live with your brain under control, or follow the world's programming? Do you want to become an architect of wealth, or a prisoner of struggle? Your life is your responsibility, and when you activate a wealth mindset, you become unstoppable. A wealth mindset is an identity, a lifestyle, an unstoppable engine that takes a person to a level where excuses, fear, doubt, and mediocrity have no place. This is your real wake-up moment. Will you elevate, or will you repeat?